Chapter 4. Little Bitchie. She was a tall, sturdy, middle-aged woman wearing a print skirt featuring ridiculously happy red flowers mingled with emerald green leaves. A Hawaiian print, I think, but actually not even that. Just a kitschy goose shirt that would have caused a high school girl to be kicked out of her clique if she dared wear that to school. Her dirty stained blouse is absolutely puke green. Nothing else in nature could have inspired that color. I never laugh at people, but I do laugh at her because my suffering has made me delirious. My laugh is loud, strident, and inappropriate. It sounds like someone else's laugh. She frowns at me. Her austere, forbidding, almost threatening look silences my laughter at once. "Well, what kind of a bitch have we caught here?" says the woman, stepping closer to me. "Water," I gasp. The woman circles me, giving me an appraising look as if I were a bundle of bananas she was thinking of buying. "What good would it be," she mutters, "other than another mouth to feed?" "Water, please!" My scattered senses are coming back to me. I'm stuck in an animal trap. I've been stuck here for days. The woman stops circling and regards me silently, giving me a better chance to observe her. 50 years old, I'd say, with tangled jet-black hair, a sun-scorched face mottled brown and red, seamed and wrinkled. Her two front top teeth are jaggedly broken, giving her a stupid, sinister, ogress look. Her hands are large and calloused, man's hands. She has a shapely figure and might have been once what on earth? She has a shapely figure and might have once been attractive. Now she is an ugly, dirty hag with a sour, unlikable expression. She appears to be about 6 inches taller than me and 40 pounds heavier. "Please let me out. Please let me out," I say in the sweetest voice my parched throat can muster. I extend my hands to her supplication. "Please let me out," I say in the sweetest voice my parched throat can muster. I extend my hands to her in supplication. "Please." "You're a pretty little bitch. Filthy as you are, I can see that. Are you alone?" My mind is working slowly. I need to speed it up. My life is in this woman's hands. I have no idea what she's thinking of doing. I would have thought being found by a woman instead of a man was a godsend, but in this case, I'm not so sure. I have 2 friends I know are searching for me. Jeff and Lizzie have no idea what's taking them so long. "Oh, is that so?" she says, nodding her head. She reaches out with the sort of pole she's holding and jabs me in the side of the neck. "Ouch!" I scream. The pole is fitted with a long, thin-bladed knife, like a spear or lance. I scuttle backwards until the chain jerks me to a halt. I feel blood trickling from my neck. "You're a lying little bitchy," the woman says with a husky, raspy voice. "You haven't been yelling for anyone to find you. You're all alone. I don't like liars. I'll come back tomorrow and clear your body out of my trap." She turns and starts walking north along the river. "Wait, I have food!" She stops. I pick up the empty peach can and toss it in her direction. This brings her back to me. She stands just beyond the 5 feet of movement the chain allows. She looks around me, viewing the other empty food cans. "That's store stuff. What did you get it, little bitchy?" I should have thought out what I'd say in this circumstance rather than spending my time thinking crazy thoughts during my captivity. There's no time to think now. My head is spinning. I'm half crazy with thirst. "More in the backpack. I'll share it with you." She moves forward, jabbing at me with her lance. Once again, I scuttle backwards to the end of my chain. She picks up the backpack and carries it beyond my range. "I know why you'd want to share. But why should I?" she says, taking the cans out of the backpack and looking at them one by one. "Kind lady, please tell me your name," I say in the most seductive voice. "If you go away and leave me here, I'll die. You don't want me to die?" "Why not?" she says, cocking an eyebrow at me. "My name is Sara. Sara Hill." "Not anymore," she says in a fiendish screech. "Your name is Little Bitchie. Little Bitchie until you die, which might be soon." "That's my new name then," I say. "I don't hate you, Little Bitchie. Even though you laughed at me, this isn't personal. This is survival. Why should I take on another mouth to feed?" She's talking to me. Maybe she's softening. "I brought food. You don't need to feed me. Plus, I'm good company. I can serve you, make you laugh, make you not be alone." Why would I trust a lying little bitch like you, she says, looking at the food cans rather than at me. I have all the company I need. Turn me loose then, chase me away, keep the food, or I can live with you, serve you. I'm lonely, I'll be your friend. Keep me or send me away. Your choice. She begins replacing the food cans in the backpack. What do you have there? She indicates my fanny pack and the 2 snorkel rods that are still taped together. Just some more supplies. My snorkel rods let me live underwater during sun throbs. I breathe underwater until the sun throb ends. Then I come out. The second snorkel rod is for you. I'll show you how to use it. Impossible, lying little bitch. The air gets too hot to breathe during sun throbs. You have to go underground where it's cooler. That's the only way. If you try what you're saying, your lungs will get scorched and you'd suffocate. You are a lying little slut, aren't you? There is a way to do it. I can teach you. Look at my skin. No sun scorch. I extend my arms for her inspection. I run my fingers across the smooth skin on my face and neck. She stares at me. Is there a glimmer of belief? Water, I whisper. Water, I whisper. I'm dying of thirst. Please let me loose. I considered telling her about the food caches to convince her of the value of keeping me alive. I decide not to. From long habit, that's information we never share. The woman suddenly strides up to me and grasps my arms, pulling me up. I'll let you loose. But no funny business. If you try anything, I'll cut your throat. She shoves me with her hips, causing me to fall painfully back to the ground. She leans over me, positioning her body between the trap and me. I see her step down on the edges of the traps. She performs some manipulation which I can't see, and the trap jaws open. I pulled my injured foot out. I'm free! I'm free! Oh, thank you, thank you. Please, can I have water? You can have the whole river. She points to the riverbank. I try to get up, but my leg collapses beneath me. The tingling of returning circulation seems unbearable this time. My vision flutters. I must get water. Moaning, I crawl on my hands and knees down the bank through thick vegetation. I plunge my face into the river and start gulping. The warm, rather sour-tasting water is my ambrosia. I suddenly notice a shallow. Something large is hovering above me, blocking the sun. 2 strong hands grasp my hair on either side of my face, and the wind strands through their fingers. The hands push my face farther out over the river and then plunge me down into the water. My face is pressed into the mud of the river bottom, while a heavy body lies down on top of my back. My head totally submerged, I can't breathe and I can't move. It's so unexpected that it takes me a moment to realize that this woman intends to drown me. Why? Why even set me free if you want me dead? I struggle, but in my weakened condition I can't budge her or lift my face from the mud. It'll be easy for her to drown me if that's her aim. What did I say? What did I do? I wish now I would have told her about the food caches and even the fallout shelter. She'd have to keep me alive to get the supplies. Too late. There's no way to communicate now. All knowledge will be snuffed out with my life. Panic sets in. Asphyxiation again, the worst way to die. I can't breathe. The pain is becoming horrible. The terror is worse. How much longer can I hold my breath? A minute, maybe? When that awful moment comes, when sheer desperation forces me to exhale the depleted air from my lungs and breathe in the water, what will happen? How long and horrible will the death agony be? I've seen rats drown, their bodies immediately go limp. No more struggling. Maybe I'll lose consciousness immediately. Oh, I hope so. Please let me up, you fucking murderous bitch. What did I ever do to you? I'll give you food. I'll teach you to survive sun throbs with no more sun scorch, no more suffocation. I'll make your life better. I'll be your companion, your slave. I'll work your privates with my tongue till you have your first ever orgasm you had. Just let me up, let me breathe. I'm going to have to inhale water soon. I can't hold my breath much longer. My mind is faltering. I hear my heartbeat thundering in my ears. An image springs to mind. My first day of school. Mom is standing next to the school bus. My face is pressed against the bus window. I'm so sad. I'm going to be away from my mom the whole day for the first time. I'm trying to be brave, but the tears are coming down, smearing the glass. Mom, she's wearing her beautiful yellow dress, the one I love the most. She picked it out for me. The sun is making a halo above her golden hair. It's the most beautiful sight I've ever seen, or will ever see. She's crying too. Oh, Mom, this hag is killing your little girl. Seconds left. I can't hold out. I lift my head I lift my left hand up slowly, carefully, in a manner that holds no threat. It rises above the surface. I move it to where her soft face should be. I feel her hair. I slip my hand under it. There, soft skin. Her face, or her neck, no. Her cheek, I think. My fingers stroke her cheek softly, gently, lovingly, as if comforting a baby. As if I love her and have no other way to express it. So solicitous, so submissive. It's my last chance, my only idea. Any second now, I'll exhale and inhale, and that will be the end. A hand grasps my wrist. For a moment, I sense she's going to jerk my hand upward with all her strength. If she does, it will dislocate my shoulder, and I'll die screaming underwater. Instead, she pulls my wrist up rather gently. Her other hand lets go of my hair and slips under my armpit. The weight is removed from my back, and she lifts me out of the water. I'm gasping and choking as she lays me back on the bank. She watches me as I recover my breath, her expression inscrutable. I couldn't do it, she says quietly, more to herself, I think, than to me. But I should have. Alright, we're gonna stop there for a moment. Next section, we'll probably finish the chapter off.